File Trump Organization Senior Vice President and Controller Jeffrey McConney arrives at the courthouse in New York on November 15, 2022. McConney is among defendants in the hearing where New York Attorney General Letitia James alleged that Trump and his company executives ultimately inflated money. His wealth was included in his financial statements, which were used to secure loans and insurance. New York. Donald Trump's former corporate controller said, teary-eyed as testified, that he gave up on his longtime job because was worn out by the company's legal woes. Jeffrey McConney was on witness stand for fourth time in 6 weeks in former president's civil trial. When defense attorney Jesus M. Suarez asked why McConney no longer worked for Trump Organization, McConney paused, took off glasses, threw up hands, dabbed eyes with the tissues brought to him, and began to think out loud about more than 35 years of experience with the company. I am very proud of the work I did, he said, and then began a series of investigations and legal proceedings in which he was subpoenaed or called to testify. I just wanted to relax and stop being accused of misrepresenting the assets of the company I love working for. I am sorry, he testified Tuesday, his voice shaking. McConney is among the defendants in a hearing in which New York Attorney General Letitia James alleges Trump and executives at his company ultimately inflated his wealth through financial statements used to secure loans and insurance. Trump, the leading Republican presidential candidate, expressed regret that the case was a political attack by Democrat James. He claims the documents actually underestimate his net worth, and he emphasized the disclosures came with notes stating that they had not been audited and others might come to different conclusions about his finances. He characterized these notes as disclaimers telling buyers to review the figures themselves. Judge Arthur Engoron, who will make decision in the non-jury trial, ruled that Trump and other defendants committed. James wants the judge to impose a fine more than $300 million and bar Trump from doing business in New York. On top Engoron's pretrial order that a receiver take control some Trump's properties. The appeals court has frozen this decision for now. He stated that he was retired and received severance pay of $500,000 in total. His exit came months after he was granted immunity to testify for prosecution in Trump Organization's New York criminal tax case, where he admitted to breaking law help fellow executives avoid taxes on bonuses paid by company. The company was convicted and is appealing. In the current civil case, McConney was subpoenaed by the Attorney General's office last month and by defense attorneys this week. He testified during his various engagements at trial about how he and other executives arrived at asset values that James' office said were extremely high but that he said were legitimate. Meanwhile, Triplex